This is a video on how to take care of fractions raised to integer exponents. So again, I'm going to use this power sheet. This is the value that we're raising to an exponent, and each column is the exponent. So again, for example, if you zoomed way in here at 7, 7 to the first is 7, squared, cubed, to the fourth, to the fifth, to the sixth. Gets a little blurry, but that says 117,649. So what we're going to do in order to raise a fraction to an exponent, we're going to raise both the top and the bottom to that exponent. So we're going to have 3 to the fourth power. 3 to the fourth power is here, so 81. And then 5 to the fourth power is 625. Now you probably look at that and say, oh, that's a interesting looking fraction. I hope I don't have to reduce it. Now, here's what I would suggest. Look at your original fraction. If your original fraction can't be reduced, neither can this, because what we're really doing here is we're doing 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 over 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. I'm not adding in any new factors. So if 3 over 5 can be reduced, then each of them can be reduced. So it's really important that you decide that the fraction is reduced first before you raise to the exponent. Now, here you have two options. Because you have a negative exponent, I like to take care of that right away. So I'm going to take the reciprocal of the fraction, which would be 7/6, and then raise to the fifth power. So 7 to the fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to the fifth. So I'm going to have 16,807 over 7,776. Again, I don't use a calculator for these. I do use a table for some of the obscure ones, and after you use the table enough, you'll start memorizing more and more of them. I encourage my students to use the table up until an assessment of some sort. I'm going to do this one in the opposite way. I'm going to first raise everything to the 8th power. So 10 to the 8th. Again, that's just a 1 with 8 zeros. And then 3 to the 8th. I'm going to look at the table for that one. 3 to the 8th. Here's the 8th. Here's the 3 column. 6,561. Now again, I have a little bit more work to do because by raising to the 8th, I get rid of the 8 part, I keep the negative part, which then means I have to take the reciprocal 6,561 over 100 million, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 100 million. So it's 6,561 hundred thousandths, 100 millionths. It's quite a fraction too. We could write that as a decimal, but I much prefer that number. And that's what you do when you see a fraction to an